Lily, you have a ball. Why are you eating a stick?
Because it's more tasty.
All right.
Fiber.
Hello and welcome back. This week I'm really excited because, surprise! I know this isn't a Thursday, it's a Tuesday, but I'm participating in Feverfew's blog tour this week and I'm just so excited. So it's by Anna Saunders, and Isabel Kenyon with Fly on the Wall Press reached out to me about it. And I always love working with Isabel, and I was super excited at this chance to work with Anna about her book. I think I've said before in a previous poetry review that I think it's kind of difficult to assess poetry because everyone's poetry is different. Like, not everybody writes sonnets like Shakespeare, and those aren't the only good ones, or like not everybody writes haikus or couplets or whatever. Like, I think those very traditional structured poems are really good, but I think that the blank verse, the ones without rhyme, I think they're really interesting. And that's definitely Saunders' work. Like, as you can see here, like one of them, it's just a full, there's no breaks, whereas this one has different stanzas. Like, it's very unique. Every poem is its own thing. And it's kind of funny because reading it, I do tend to be somewhat analytical at times when I'm reading poetry, and like if the immediate like subject isn't clear, like with The Dilemma, it was very obviously about love and heartbreak, or even with Sound of Revolution, when I was like, I thought it was gonna be like, please excuse the airplane going over me, but even with The Sound of Revolution, I thought it was gonna be like war and like revolt and I don't know, like Les Mis or something. Like, I thought it was going to be that kind, but instead it was a revolution of thought. Like, I feel like Feverfew just isn't like that. I feel like Feverfew is, it's like taking a peek inside someone's stream of consciousness. It's hopping aboard their train of thought and seeing what Saunders is thinking and feeling in these various moments. And I mean, some of them are kind of clear in their subject. Like, there was one about like love and romance, and there are a couple of motifs that are appearing a lot throughout. Like, there's a lot of bird imagery, there's a lot of references and allusions to Greek and to a lesser degree Roman mythology, which is kind of consistent, but it's not like a poetry book about birds or a poetry book about mythology and modern life or something like that. For me, it was just kind of like emotional catharsis. I kind of feel like it was like feeling that the theme was almost there, but like just barely out of reach. It was so emotionally jarring. It really made you think. It really made you feel. And I think that's the beauty of it, because I feel like at the same time, though, that's kind of where it might get a little bit tricky for some readers, because I know certainly like in high school I would have been like, I don't get this, I don't like it, and I feel like now it's kind of like I don't 100% get it, but I'm okay with that. And I almost feel like that's, for me, what Feverfew is about. Like, without a doubt, they're really well-written poems, and I think maybe it's kind of like some of the other books that I've had in the past, where it's like, this is what I need, but maybe not right now. Like, maybe if I come back to it in a little bit, I'll have an epiphany and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I totally understand all of these poems now. I don't know, but without a doubt, it's one of those collections of poetry that like you kind of feel like you have to come back to, because you do want to uncover more. You want it, like, you might have a small little epiphany on one poem, and then like the next poem that's totally different might confuse you, but like when you come back to it a little bit later, maybe that's when you're meant to read it and understand it. It's complex. It's a complex collection of poetry, And I know that that can be daunting and intimidating, but I think that's what's really amazing about this, is that it's not just about one thing. It's about a lot of things. It's about the human experience. It's about past and present and where we fit within that. And I just think it's really beautiful. So that's all I have for Feverfew. Again, I'm very excited to be part of this blog tour. Thank you so much, and I'll be back on Thursday with another of my regularly scheduled reviews. Thanks.